Hi guys, it's Chris with City Girl Homestead, and time for me to start making my Easter dinner. We don't usually make a big deal out of it because our kids all go to their parents, their other, the in-laws. So we don't usually make a big deal of Easter dinner. So if you remember a few weeks back when we went up to Bronson, I got this slow cooker kit. It's beef roast with vegetables. So that's what we are going to have for our dinner tonight. $3.99. Can't be much cheaper than that. So it comes with a packet of vegetables. And it also comes with a seasoning kit. But I'm actually going to do my own seasoning kit, because I know that Tom really, really loves it. Over here I have some eggs getting to boil. So let's open this roast up real quick. I'm going to try it on high for 4 hours and see how well it does. I don't normally cook with my slow cooker. So we'll have to see how that goes. I mean, it's not the biggest of roast, but Tom's going to take something else for dinner tomorrow for his lunch. And we will, between him, me, and Jack, there should be plenty. So I'm going to take his favorite, which is the Montreal steak seasoning. Whoops. And I'm going to season that roast with that, because he really, truly, truly loves that seasoning. Now we're going to put that in the crock pot, right in the center. And then I've got it on high, and I'll leave it on high for that 4 hours. And then it comes with carrots and potatoes and celery, and there's an onion in there as well. So it's got the potatoes and the carrots and onions and everything. We're going to pour that in there. Now, because Tom and Jack really like potatoes, I cut up a few extra to put in there. And then I do have some mini carrots as well. And we're going to add some of those to it too. I actually was going to use regular carrots, but Walmart accidentally sent me these, and they won't let you give the food back. So I've got baby carrots and a few other things that I didn't order. And that should be plenty. Let's see how this looks. Oh, that's going to be beautiful. So you want to try to make sure that most of it's covered up with water. There we go. Now I'm going to put the lid on it and let it cook. When I get my eggs done and cooled, I'll be back to do what I'm going to do with those. Alright, so got done watching church. Let the eggs all cool down, and I cut them in half. Now I'm just going to mush all the centers out of the yolk. You can do this with your by hand if you want it to be real nice and smoothie. You can use your, hand mixer, whatever you want to do. If I was doing a lot of them like I do at Christmas or Thanksgiving, I would use my hand mixer, because I want them to be, a lot nicer and smoother and whatever, and I'm doing a whole lot more of them. But since it's just me and Tom and Jack, it's fine. The roast is starting to smell good. We're going to make a quick, easy dessert. Nothing fancy. Alrighty. Now I'm going to add, and whatever you add is up to you. I'm going to add my sweet relish to it. Some use the, they use pickles or whatever happens to be. I use relish. And then I'm going to use my Miracle Whip. And get some of these containers out of my fridge so I can open up the bigger ones. And we're going to get that stirred in together. Doesn't that look pretty? Oh yeah. I love deviled eggs. Big time. Look at that, how quick that is. And then I'm just going to take, you can do it in a piping bag or however you want to do it, but I'm just going to put mine in with a spoon. Just like so. I did break a couple eggs, so I figured the ones that I tore down the side, maybe I could give a taste to. I'm going to finish filling these up, and then I'm going to put them in the fridge, and I'll come back with our dessert. So next we're going to make a really simple 2-ingredient dessert to go with tonight. So I have a can of cinnamon rolls, and we're going to get those opened. And you can use whatever kind you want. I'm afraid it's going to pop at me. You know, it's the adult Jack-in-the-Box. So we want to make sure we get all of these out. And we want to save that cream off to the side, because we are going to use it. Alrighty, let's put all that off to the side. Let's get this one rolled back together. And what we're going to do is just kind of flatten them out with our fingers. Just like that. And then what we're going to do, every time we do that, we want to put it in a greased pan. And we're going to put it into our pan there and kind of spread it out. So it'll be like a pie crust in a way. We're going to do that to another one. You can use a rolling pin if you don't want to get your fingers all dirty, but I figure you're going to have to get them dirty once you get them into the pan anyway, so might just as well, right? When in Rome. Go ahead and get your fingers dirty. Make sure you grease those 8 slots, because you don't want it all over the place. Let me get 4 in there, and then I'll show you what I'm doing next. If you want to put some paper or something underneath there so it doesn't make such a mess on your countertop, you can do that too. But I figure I'm going to have to clean it up regardless, right? So, I'm going to make peach pie. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to take that peach pie filling. You don't want to overfill. And you're going to put that peach pie filling right in the center. Now if you'd rather use cherry or apple or blueberry, whatever you happen to have, you can do that as well. I happen to love peach pie, so I figured I might as well use the peach pie filling, right? And if you need to cut them up into smaller pieces, you can do that too. So I'm going to do the next 4, and then I'll be right back. Alright, so I got all 8 done. I don't know how good they're going to turn out, but we'll see. I have it in a 375 oven for 12 to 14 minutes. Now, we're not going to let that pie filling go to waste. So we took the pie filling and put it in the bottom of Tom's parfait. So we put pie filling, and then we put yogurt over top of that. So now nothing goes to waste. His parfaits are ready for the week as well. And then because we bought all that yogurt, I'll throw a couple yogurts in there every day too. So we'll be back when those are done. Alrighty, take a look at those. I think those look pretty yummy. Now you want to take the rest of that frosting that you got, that came with it, and you just want to drizzle it on top. I cut the hole too big, but that's alright. Tom's scrubbing the stove. We got a lot of that grease on there last night from deep frying. So he's being Tom the scrubber.
Scrubber Tom.
Scrubber Tom. Put that last little bit in there. Alrighty. And there we go. I think that'll make a perfect dessert. It doesn't need to be anything fancy, nothing special, just really yummy. So we will see you at the table or when we get closer to dinner. Well, hi Tom.
Hello.
There is Easter dinner. You gonna try the roast first? That's that $3.99 roast we bought. With all the onions and carrots and potatoes. I think that was a pretty good deal. All I added was a few extra potatoes and a few more carrots to it. What do you think?
This is good.
So try one of your eggs.
A double-ish egg.
Your double-ish egg. What do you think?
Good.
Now you get to try your dessert. That you squeeze too hard, but you can still cut it. How's everything so far, Jack?
Everything's real good.
Does it taste good like that?
Well, pieces are good.
Well, how about the crust?
It's good too.
Alrighty. Well, I hope you guys had a great Easter. Enjoy that rest of the time with family if you have them. You guys have a blessed day. Be a blessing, and goodbye, Tom.
Goodbye, Tom.
Bye, Jack.
Bye.
You guys have a wonderful night.